as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready up. Go. Cougar 19.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11. As he throws there, incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay, and they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Looking to put a drive together. Prescott off play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
19 yards.
Hold it ready.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Movement. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Saints at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
10 yards to go.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
16 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick
Following the
off.
touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. A nice little juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, and now some space toppling. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
For the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 45.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go, start. Viking 18. Ready.
Off the play fake. Carter. And rifles one, it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the air again, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Safe right around the 17. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end.
Go now. Hey, 47. 26.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Carter. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. That's Kalijah Kancey in to get him down.
3rd down.
Here we go, shot.
Now Carter from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A gain of 26 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 68 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And this is picked up on the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
For the Saints. First down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Carter. Olave holds it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints are back within a couple of the lead. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Oh, they try to lateral on the return. Now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
21, Saints 12. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game.
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Carter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40.
And they're running from the gun with Miller. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. It's forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. To throw is Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Here we go.
Prescott now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Prescott. And he loses the football a second time. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football. And both times, I think, they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down. Oh, the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught. McMillan with it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They'll go with Hill here on first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
36 yards.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
A gain of 36 yards. First down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now Prescott. The hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd-down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
On the play. That's good for a first down. Yeah! First and goal at the 1-yard line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Play action now, Prescott. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dak Prescott. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Saints 12. Ryan Fitzgerald set
following the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Carter throwing to start the drive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
First play, the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. He will find his big tight end over the middle. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23
yards.
yards.
We may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And it's a fumble, and this is picked up by the Saints. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone, a fumble return, and a safe touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So we're going to 53. Hey, 47. Hey, kill.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He's got it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
6 brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Prescott yet again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Bucs are an extra point away from going up by 30. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Fitzgerald set to
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Carter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Panther 60.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. On 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Carter. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yeah!
On play action, Prescott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
47.
From the 17, Prescott. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bucs add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they got no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Kalijah Kancey picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Buccaneers, first down. An 8-yard pickup. And a Buccaneer first down.
He'll find McMillan here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 39, Prescott.
At the 39.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Going to 53. Yeah, there we go. I think. Here we go, 46. 26.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chance. To put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Yeah! Wait, thank you.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Come on, come on.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Ready, ready.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Ready. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
Off play action. Carter. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. But Bears are going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Powering his way forward. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Bucs, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, The losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday Night Primetime. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Chase Young getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he will score. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll take this to about the 28. Tony Adams there on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up. Jackson now on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Hey, middle. On 3rd down, Jackson. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And now it's 4th down. Ravens bring their punt team out. Back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. This returnable from inside is on 40.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Metcalf, the motion man. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll swing this out to Johnson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, keeping his eyes downfield, knowing that pressure is coming. He's able to buy just enough time by leaving the pocket, but ultimately allows him to get that ball out right as he was getting hit.
Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he will go all the way. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot.
They'll run with the second-round pick in the April draft. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 21 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
He'll let one go down the middle. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Third and long.
Middle. 180. Get hot. You. Sit hot.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. Trey Palmer. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Fourth down. Jackson. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Real quick. Sit hot. Sit hot.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He connects with Palmer on that one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 3. A run here with Mitchell. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. From the gun, Jackson. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step one. I promise you step two on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeover.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
3rd and 4.
Throwing Jackson. Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards on
Ball
the play.
rests at the 37. It's
Good
1st and 10.
First down.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
26-yard line.
Jackson now. Moving outside the pocket. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
Pistol formation with Jackson. Out to his right. Now he'll run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On the ground, here's Mitchell. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. We'll talk things over before third down.
Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot. Sit hot.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. T.J. Watt. He gets in to record his second sack of the game. Number 4 on the season. Auburn's pick is good. And the Ravens get get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 2nd and 10. Again, here's Johnson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Kyle Hamilton, the versatile defender, with the good coverage there. Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Steelers is going to open up a 17-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10.
Ravens 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Catch made right side by Wilson. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
Outside, it's complete. And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. It is 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to the air one more time. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
3rd and a yard. Here's a designed run. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That one's complete. It's Keaton Mitchell.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
DC,
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Jackson. Open right side is likely. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. field. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
First down. First and 10
we
at the
changed it.
49-yard line.
Alrighty. Nice shot.
Back to throw, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It leads to
And really what
second
stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And this will be incomplete.
And I think at this point here, the second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
On third down, Jackson trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to fourth down.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there, because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He's across the 20s to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
21-yard line.
Hey, out. Hey. Sit on.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. Has no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
Now give on the ground, and they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
You change it.
They'll go. It's Mitchell. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on that 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On first and 10, Jackson. He'll air one out for Higgins. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll go again with Johnson. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd down and 9. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
In motion, that's Thornton. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
It's a gain of 18. Hey, Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Mitchell. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 more yards.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Mitchell.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
He'll try and he will get into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. On for the PAT is Auburn. It's up and through. And the Ravens are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
17.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Travis Jones. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. And some nifty running on the return to get some good yardage before he was taken down.
Alpha, Sherrod! 180! 180! Ozzy! Sherrod!
On play action, here's Jackson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Hey, Alpha, Sherrod!
Up the middle they go. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Baltimore.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Ravens 1st down. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely.
It's now 2nd
And it'll
10.
be 2nd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Peyton Mitchell, touchdown Ravens. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens have taken a 4-point advantage.
Ravens 24, Steelers 20.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Here's second down.
10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
They'll look to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing now on third and long. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That's Washington, the man in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. Design run here with Jackson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. That's to the right side. And incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Middle.
Jackson from the gun on third down. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run with Johnson.
interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. He'll return this from the 10. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Oh, we're ready.
Here's first down. They'll run here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Hey, middle. Ready. Hey, ready.
Jackson now on second down. He'll air one out for Palmer. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down. All 3 timeouts left. How much that's going to matter remains to be seen. Here comes first and 10. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. Now on second and long.
Ready. Hey.
Now Jackson, this is a designed run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to win the game. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And this game, in all likelihood, is headed to overtime.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They'll come up for first and 10. Here we go. One final play. Moving to his right. A ball deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out. And we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed one possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. He'll step up and run this. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Jackson going to keep this for himself. And they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him. And they will finally run him down. A huge play there in overtime. An even 40 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. Because I promise you, that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Mitchell. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
You change it. Go.
Now, Jackson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
To the goal line and in. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Baltimore. Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. That's Washington, the man in motion. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down, 8 yards to go. Now they'll set up to throw. Rolling right. Now he takes off.
Well, Mike, this is not somebody that you're usually afraid of beating you with his legs, but every now and then he can do just enough to extend the play. That's exactly what he did here. Picks up enough yardage, converts the 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Down the field, he's got Washington. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This one complete to Washington. He's got room to roam. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of...
And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers!
Mike, what a game, but now what decision are they going to make? They find themselves down one. I think this is a no-brainer. Ball on the 2-yard line, dial up your best offensive play, and go win this game now.
On the ground, this is for the win. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.